Hey everybody, we are so close to the end. I hope you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. We have just gotten our bridge on and we are ready to start on our fretwork. We are going to level our frets, then we're going to recrown them, work on the fretboard, and then the nut and the saddle, and set up strings. We're close. So let's take a look at those frets. We are going to take some tools to our guitar, which means that we are encountering a possibility of damage. So I do want to put a protective layer here, just like we did before when we were working on the frets. And also, I want to get something up at the peg head to protect it. Just something slight here. I don't want to put tape on my peg head because it is lacquered and it can have a reaction with that. Now we're going to level our frets. Leveling your frets shouldn't be too big of a deal because we took so much time to radius and level our fretboard and get all of our frets pounded in correctly so that we had no gaps underneath. I am hopeful that we can get our frets level pretty quickly without much trouble. If you didn't take the time to level your fretboard as much as you possibly could, or if you had some issues getting the frets in at an equal depth all the way through, then some of your frets are going to be shorter than others, and filing those down to recrown them is going to prove probably pretty difficult. Hopefully you don't encounter that. I'm going to start out by putting a line across every fret. Use a dark marker. This one's blue. I usually use black, but I can't find black right now. So rather than hunting for it, I'm going to use blue. What this Sharpie is going to tell us is when we have touched the surface of the crown or the peak of each of these frets. We don't need to get it flat per se, but we do want to at least see like a sanding mark or a grit mark on top of these frets. There we go. Now each of these frets is marked. There are several different tools you can use for leveling the frets. I would suggest using the same tool that you used for leveling your fretboard. We just need to come at this lightly. I'm going to use this leveling beam. I've put 320 grit sandpaper on it. If you have a bar or a piece of flat jointed wood that you can attach a file to, that would work as well. But I use the leveling beam. And when we go over this, I want to go gently and try and follow that radius. Just a quick stroke. I can see a few low spots. Really just looking between the 1st fret and 14th fret. After the 14th, I'm not really concerned about that. I'm assuming that this is going to have a little bit of a dive anyway, and I'm not really worried about that yet. I'll get to that. Looks like I still have a couple of low spots. I am taking this down fairly slowly, and I'm not taking too much out of these frets, or off of these frets, I should say. Okay. Just have one low spot here, one here, Other than that, everything else is looking pretty good. I also wanted to make sure that I noted that my truss rod is in a completely neutral position. It is not tensed up one way or the other, so it's right in the middle and it's pretty loose. As I'm pushing down on this, I'm trying to put fairly light, even pressure across the whole thing. Just make sure that you aren't really grinding down into it. We don't want to cause any uneven pressure. We're just trying to go lightly over the entire thing to make sure that we stay as level as we can. Maybe right there. Okay, that is good for 14 through 1. Okay, to cover 14 through 21 or 22, wherever we ended up, I'm going to take a shorter block and just cover this part right here. I believe I've got it. Now, to clean up, I want to suck up all these tiny metal shavings to make sure that we don't contaminate the finish with any of this.
We do not need to flatten the frets. We just need to make sure that the file or sanding block has touched all of the frets and at least removed the peak of your marker line on the entire fret. Once that's done, we can move on to recrowning. So we'll see you in the next video.